3 teaching strategies for a child with Down syndrome. Hey there, I'm Charlotte Recalaful teaching for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Down syndrome is a genetic disorder whereby a child is born with an extra or a duplicate of the 21st chromosome or a partial copy of it. Now, this really affects the way a child develops both physically and intellectually, and it also increases their chances of additional medical issues. So on March 21st, we celebrate World Down Syndrome Day, and the reason we celebrate on the 21st is to symbolize the 21st, or the extra copy of the 21st chromosome. Now, it is observed by many organizations around the world, including the UN, and it has been designed so that we can raise awareness of Down syndrome, develop an understanding and appreciation for children or adults who have this as well. So as teachers, we want to be able to use this day as a way to really develop our understanding for our children, because it really helps with self-advocacy. It allows children to have more choice and agency in their life and their way of learning. Now, it is difficult, I understand, to be able to adapt to so many different learning needs. So we're focusing today on Down syndrome so that we can look at different ways that we can help not just children with Down syndrome, but also integrate it into our universal design for learning curriculum. Okay, so let's look at 3 things that you can do, or 3 things you can make adaptations to right away, and they're fairly simple. The first one is use visuals. So for this, it really is important for a lot of children, but most especially for children with Down syndrome, because while they understand auditory learning and they can really take in more than we even know that they're capable of, visual learning is just so much better for them. So the way to do this is, say in your class, if you're going to put up the shape of the day, you could, instead of just writing it out, put visuals up there and also post it on their table. You could also put up procedures for your class or policies for your class, put it in a visual format, put it on their table. Any learning material, you could do, you could add pictures to it so that your students learn from both, in both forms. Instead of just saying it to them or having them read it, it's also there in visual format. Okay. The second thing to do is to focus on pacing. Now, this is going to be beneficial for all students, because there's so many kids who, especially for math, where it's really hard to focus on specifics. So if we slow down the way we talk, slow down the process, it allows our children with Down syndrome to really take in what they're learning, instead of having to try and run after the next word that we're trying to say. So slowing it down is really essential and really beneficial to our children. Now, you're not going to get through the entire curriculum, and that's okay. Get through the essentials as you slow down your pacing. Okay. The third one is one-on-one attention. This is great for a lot of students because it helps them focus, especially children with Down syndrome. But here's the caveat: as they get older, and as if your school's already put a lot of one-on-one attention in place and a lot of other adaptations in place, then see if your child can slowly move back from one-on-one attention, because if you don't start to wean them off, they start to get used to it and they think that they require it all the time, and in reality they don't. So in time, start to wean your child off of one-on-one attention, but in the beginning it's really important to make sure that they get that attention to focus and to really get the most out of their learning. Alright, so we have talked about the importance of Down syndrome, World Down Syndrome Day. We have looked at 3 different ways that we can adapt for our children with Down syndrome within our classrooms. Actually, you could also do this at home. Number 1 is use visuals. Number 2 is focus on pacing. And number 3 is one-on-one attention. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. Remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends. Bye.